national title game. So that aspect of what he brings, the intangibles, you're going to be a winner if Mike Conley's on your roster.
Now here's Vucevic. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Lee kicks to Conley. Gasol setting the pick for Conley to the inside. And there's Marc Gasol on the assist by Conley.
Michael Conley.
Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. And for Mike Conley, growing up, he played on some tremendously talented teams. Guys like Greg Oden, Josh McRoberts, his teammates.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he never had to really look for his own offense to win games with those kind of players around him. He came into the league more focused on setting up his teammates, and that's what he does well.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And they played with such tenacity on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, it's a lot of pressure off of them when they go on offense.
And I think you've got to give all the guys credit. I mean, plenty of credit to go around. You can't just highlight or pick out 1 or 2 guys that stood out, because everybody did defensively.
Here's what it was.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark, brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
And for Victor Oladipo, guys, last season you saw him continue to make strides in this game. He has the field to be one of the best guards in the league, and he's on the right track right now. Very excited for his future.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
As you said about Oladipo, he has a bright future in this league after playing at Indiana, already stepping into the leader role with the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, and what I like most about his game and the way he plays is that he contributes really in every facet. I'll use a baseball term. He's a 5'2". I mean, he really does a little bit of everything well, and he can make a big impact even when his shot isn't falling, be it on the glass with his passing or his defense.
Here's Oladipo following the score by Memphis. Clock at 4. Here's Fry. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Green with a screen for Conley. Down low. Here's Randolph. Drops in the layup for 2.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Now here's Lee. He had 10 points in the win against the Hawks in Atlanta. And now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
How's that? Oladipo with the shot. Possessions.
Yeah, no hesitation at all taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
A minute 50 left in the first quarter of the game. Conley, the pass to Randolph. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And it really starting to look like they're going to have one of those days where nothing goes wrong.
Well, Greg, they certainly haven't done anything wrong so far, stretching the lead into double digits already.
Zach Randolph getting up there in his mid-30s, but his game has...
I want you to focus on getting to the rim. Let's look to attack quickly. We need high percentage shots. Move the ball around and make the defense rotate.
He's aging gracefully.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And Randolph Clark can struggle in matchups against quicker power forwards or those spread 4s.
Yeah, but even though he struggles on the perimeter against those guys, he punishes them when he gets them inside in his operating area at the offensive end. Most big men have a hard time dealing with him in the paint.
Very good point. And Orlando making a change here. Hezonja's checked in.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Outside Conley. The feed now to Randolph. Back to Conley. Randolph with the ball. He's against Fry. Randolph can't hit. The Magic trail by 11. Here's Hezonja, and it's good.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Now here's Conley. 9 points last game out. Left side Gasol. The tray. Randolph in the posts. Right side Gasol. Second chance shot. Orlando grabs the miss. And it's their first look at this year's Grizzlies team in preseason form.
And it's just the preseason, but going against a team that pushed them around last year, they want to show they're a year wiser and are ready to hold their own.
And guys, during the preseason,
And the Grizzlies, a team that's dealt with their share of tough playoff losses. But, you know, you talk to point guard Mike Conley, and as he told
we feel like we're a team that's had a
one big reason why not them is what happened to Conley. Greg losing him in the playoffs last year was the biggest adversity they went through. Can you make a case that it just made them tougher, or did it really take something out of them?
You know, Kevin, it's really hard to say. A tough break, obviously, losing Mike, and I mean that literally. But their problems did set them back, and maybe they can be just as good as anybody else, but until they are, they're going to have some issues.
Thanks again for tuning in as we get going once again with our coverage of the NBA preseason. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Right from the start, they have been able to really own that paint and just dominate the backboard.
well, Greg, you can't dominate the boards unless all 5 guys are making the effort to box out and chase down the ball.
Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Elfrid Payton is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Hezonja in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Offensive rebound. Here's Gasol. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
One bit of news for the Grizzlies last year is that they acquired a single affiliation deal with a Clark D-League team, which you think is going to help them.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that team is the Iowa Energy. They're the sole partner now with the Iowa Energy. Good move by the team in what is becoming a growing trend in the NBA.
The Magic making a switch here. Oladipo's checked in. The Magic have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Numbers last year for them